Hi, I'm Stacy with Edgewater Creative.
And I'm Tia with Done Classy Events.
We're two small business owners who reside in the beautiful city of Dunedin, Florida.
We love our charming city on the Gulf and want to share with you all it has to offer.
Join us as we chat with business owners, event hosts, and charities located in Dunedin and other surrounding communities.
So come along and
meet us on Main Street.
Now you're recording? All right, now we're both recording. And when we're both recording, it's party time here on Meet Us on Main Street. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Welcome, folks. I don't really like the word folks. I don't know why I said that.
I don't really like how you pronounce the word folks either.
Folks.
Folks.
Welcome, friends.
There it is. Friends, family, whoever's listening out there.
Strangers. You're not strangers
danger.
to us if you're listening. You're friends.
Yes, because you have met us on Main Street. And I'm Tia.
And I'm Stacy.
And thank you for listening to another wonderful episode of our amazing, award-winning, from us, podcast. We like to give ourselves awards. It's kind of like the gold stars, just to make ourselves feel better. Exactly. Pats on backs, gold stars, all of that jazz. So, yeah. So we're here today for another fantastic episode. And we are now in the segment where we tell you what we've been up to. Stacy, what you been doing? What's happening?
What's happening? So let's see. I have been venturing out a little more, as you know.
So proud of her. We
did a sip, shop, and stretch event at TEF yesterday that Tia actually taught yoga at. And
I also do event yoga.
Technically, I did a little work there too because Tia made me do photos.
I did.
Photos.
So all of the photos from behind.
So that was fun. I got to see some friends and support TEF by buying a few items. And then I went over to,
so cute.
Yes, now Tia and I have matching shoes. We're so adorbs. Right now, we're actually wearing matching shirts too.
Which totally was on accident. We did not plan this at all. So
unintentional. It's because we bought the matching shoes. So now everything is going to end up matching.
That's why I wear my glasses all the time now too, because I want to match her as much as possible.
I wear my glasses so much. Let's see. And then after yoga, I went over to Iberian Imports and checked out their new wine that they have. They just got their license to sell wine, and they have some awesome wines from Portugal. If you don't know Iberian Imports, they import all of their items from Portugal. So a lot of things are made out of cork. So they have cork jewelry, cork wallets, cork purses. And the great thing about the cork purses and wallets is like, they're so light. So normally, you have a big purse that it's heavy on its own, and the cork purse, it's so light that it's almost like carrying air.
And John doesn't like having a wallet in his back pocket because he just doesn't like how it feels. And he's going to go get one of those money holding wallets there because he's like, it's so light. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just like what I do now. I'm like, yeah, your rubber band solution to your wallet. Yes, this is an upgrade, please.
So I bought a good bottle of wine with a cute little Frenchie on the label.
With a mustache.
Oh my gosh, so adorable. So I did that. I ventured out. Other than that, I got my new computer in. So that's very exciting. And
I was going to ask you how you like it.
It's so much faster. It's so nice. And we've been keeping up with our TikTok videos.
Yes, we got to do the wipe challenge the other day. Mm-hmm. So you'll have to either check TikTok or our Facebook. We did the wipe it down challenge with me being Stacy's alter ego in the mirror. It's pretty awesome. I'm really getting into TikTok. Like I'll actually, if I'm getting bored of what's going on my Facebook feed, I start scrolling through TikTok now because some of the stuff on there is actually pretty funny, which makes me happy. I thought it was really dumb, but it's actually pretty funny.
I will say that it takes up a lot of time. Like you get sucked into a rabbit hole. So, you'll, even though the videos are only like 15 to 60 seconds long, you'll go on there and start watching them back to back. And then 3 hours later, you're like, what happened? Where'd I go?
It's so quick.
Where am I? What
day is it? Christmas? I've lost months. I know, and we're following Will Smith now, so his stuff always pops up on the main one because he always has really funny ones on there.
His TikTok game he's got it down.
I never know what to post. Like, that's what makes me feel old about TikTok, is that I'll just run through it and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, that will be funny. Like, everyone else like seems like geniuses when I scroll through their TikToks. I'm like, how many hours did it take you to think of that? I still haven't come up with anything.
I discovered a whole new thread yesterday, which was today what is it called? I was today years old when, and it's like all these helpful tips. Like I was today years old when I learned that the bottom drawer of the oven is for warming. I was today years old when I use the colander the right way. I'm like, wow, these are good tips. Thanks, TikTok.
TikTok for letting me know. My favorite one so far is the mom that's wearing a Thug Life shirt and takes the boombox out, and she's like holding it up to try to get find other moms that also like gangster rap, and like it's different versions of her like kind of like, what's that sound, and like crawling out of the place, and they're all like on her yard going, yeah, me too. Like that would be the mom I'd be. I'd be like, where's all my gangster rap loving moms? Like, where's all my rock moms? Doesn't want to listen to Baby Shark anymore.
I'll have to look for that one. It sounds good.
It is good. I think it's made its way to Facebook.
So what have you been up to, Tia?
So I went and got my lashes did yesterday by my really good friend, Sabrina. Her company, her store is called FaceTime Beauty with Sabrina, and she is a miracle worker. All my facials and eyelashes and stuff. And if you're into getting eyelash extensions, I suggest you try Lipton tints instead, because it's better for your lashes. And if you already have lashes, there's no point in causing the breakage of having them thread on and spend twice as much money. So essentially they perm your eyelashes.
Okay. So I've gotten the extensions before. So what's the tint or the lift?
So the lift and tint, essentially they'll use a curler and then they'll put the perming solution onto your eyelashes and let it sit on there to curl up. And then after they wipe that off, then they put like a darkening tint onto them on top. So it takes only about an hour as opposed to however long extensions. And it doesn't cause any, as much breakage, if any. So I did that yesterday after the yoga class that you spoke of, me teaching. Great turnout. Lovely ladies. I love that when the picture I got of everyone doing the warrior pose, because it was all like these business ladies that I'm friends with, and they're all like doing this, and John was there too. So it was like always like doing the warrior pose. So it was all like, yeah, warriors, ladies.
John's a warrior business lady at heart.
Exactly. Or we like to call him John Lita when I have parties that it's all girls, and then he serves the drinks and he does his John Lita voice, which is, you should ask him to do it next time you see him. It's pretty funny. And then I am now the project coordinator for Dunedin Chamber Young Professionals. So I have yet another title onto my Facebook list of jobs. So I will be, yes, thank you for the claps. And Stacy obviously is my VP, my right-hand woman of the whole thing. So look out for and the Dunedin Chamber Young Professionals page. It's called DCYP. And we're going to start having events at the end of August for Dunedin Chamber Young Professionals. Another thing, I just did a balloon arch. So I did my first event since April. So it was really nice to get back out there, and I did a balloon arch over a dessert table, and the woman happened to be she does desserts. So it was the daughter that hired me, and she said that they got a lot of compliments and people wanting them. So more business right there. So that's the best thing for an event planner is referrals of people that loved you and loved working with you. So
there you go.
So that was nice to finally do one. Then I did the yoga thing the next day, and then I have another event on Monday for setting up a beach day. So when it rains, it pours, right? When it comes to events.
Which is a good thing when you're an event planner.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's nice to have that happening. And then my last thing with the city news, which I'm really excited about, is that almost the good majority of breweries have now turned into restaurants. So they've found a lovely loophole to this whole ridiculous thing about them having to be shut down and pretty much trying to put them out of business. And most of them have now found food licenses and opened up into restaurants as well, which now gives us more choices of food to eat, which I always appreciate. So I hope they hold on to those afterwards, because I always like to have food options other than potato chips.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Although, I went out yesterday, so I won't be out again for another 6 months. So,
well, that's why I have to you're like the groundhog, except for that's 6 weeks. So, well, that's why I have to tell you about all of these things happening on the outside world. So this is what's going on right now. I just went to Side Piece. That is a side restaurant of the Restorative, and it's inside of Caledonia now, and they have a lot of tasty foods. I got Old Bay kettle chips with a fish spread, which was delicious.
I love Old Bay chips.
And so definitely go check out Side Piece. I know CUNY's opening up one too, that the guy, if you like the food, he will be the one running it. So that'll be really good for CUNY. Will be able to open up soon. And so that's city news. And then the last thing I have for ours is that we just released our last Stacy and T&D stuff video with Pure Harmony, and there's lots of hilarity inside of that one. And it was created by none other than
Edgewater Creative. I know. I actually forgot I was going to mention that when I was talking about my new computer, because I was finally able to edit it and put it out.
Yes.
So
it turned out really well. I think it's freaking hilarious. I love my naked scenes. I'm naked in there, guys. So if you want to see the goods, go watch the video.
Make sure you watch to the very end for a special surprise. And it's only 3 minutes and I think 30 seconds. So, I mean, you have 3 minutes and 30 seconds of your life to spare to watch this video. So just do it. Go do it right now.
Just
right now.
Stop the podcast right now.
Right
go watch
now.
The video. Come back to the podcast.
If you're driving, pull over and watch it.
Now. Right now. If you're out of data, I don't care. Go to a library, find some Wi-Fi, watch it.
Oh, and like it while you're there.
Oh, and subscribe as well. We're making you do a lot. And then while you're at it, rate and review the podcast when you come back to your podcast player after that. And that's all I've got. Making people do stuff. We did stuff. Things are happening. I got a Dunedin mug right here. Says it somewhere. There it is. From Tough. One of my favorite places.
So today on the podcast, we have two very special guests. Neither one of them are new to the show. We've got Tia Lawton.
That girl's on our show? Oh, hell no. I can't be interviewing that crazy bitch.
And Danielle Duffy, founders of T&D Birthday Treasures, a new nonprofit in Dunedin. So stay tuned. All right. So we're here with Danielle Duffy, founder of T&D Birthday Treasures and director of T&D Birthday Treasures, Tia Lawton. How are you guys today?
Oh, thank you for allowing us to be on the show. It's just I'm never on podcast.
Both of you,
that's a treat.
Neither of you are new to the show. Danielle, this is your second time on the show.
Second time on the show. Yep.
We had you on the show to talk about your business, your business,
your babies,
which is also your baby, I guess. Your business think tank HR. We had you talk about that, and now we have you on to talk about your new nonprofit T&D Birthday Treasures.
Yeah.
And Tia, you're not exactly a stranger to the show either.
Yeah, I've been on a couple times. My face may be on the logo as well, but that's just hearsay. Wow. Don't believe what you hear, guys.
You are hardcore.
So Danielle, I love the themed background behind you. Totally fits. Birthday balloons.
I thought it would be fitting for, we do birthday.
Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about how T&D Birthday Treasures works.
Okay, well, I just have to say that this is so awesome that you guys are supporting so many businesses around here. So before we get started on the interview of the new things, I just want to say I love listening to you guys. Every other week you have someone new on. I learned something new about our town, about the businesses, and just our culture in general. So you guys are doing an amazing job keeping us informed. Thank you.
Thank you. And just a quick note, we did not pay her.
I was just going to say that.
I actually mean it. It's awesome.
Oh, wait, I'm the guest this time. I should probably stop interrupting.
Shut your mouth.
Just smile and look pretty, Tia. So T&D Birthday Treasures, I've always wanted to run a nonprofit. There was 3 ideas I had that were so near and dear to my heart, because I feel when you start a nonprofit, you have to really have a reason and motivation of why it is that you want to do it, because that's not how nonprofits are supposed to work. It's supposed to be something that you treasure, hence Birthday Treasures, and you give, and the pure enjoyment of seeing people's expressions and the gratitude and support is just the biggest payment of all. So one of my 3s was birthday parties. My children are very social and active in a lot of activities, and I couldn't believe how many children actually are unable to celebrate a birthday. And when they come to other birthday parties, it's like the greatest thing. And I wanted to make sure they had that same feeling for themselves and not just other people. So
that's awesome.
T&D.
Yeah. And so I understand you also work closely with Dunedin Cares. Is that right?
Yes. When I had joined the chamber, Joe from Dunedin Cares was one of the first people that I had partnered up with to do some volunteering. I had a Girl Scout troop go over there. My kids and I constantly collect things to donate. And I just, people in need help. And when he obviously, with being a pantry, has a lot of lower income people that will come through their drive-up pickups or in shop now. And I was like, wow, this would be a great place to kind of partner. I mean, not only is everyone that volunteers and works for Dunedin Cares just phenomenal, beautiful people, but it partnered up for the right cause. So they can give boxes to parents when they come in. If they see they have a child's birthday that month or so forth, they can pick it up there with their food.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, Tia, what was your inspiration of getting involved?
So I as well also always wanted to have, and can I first say too, I really appreciate what you do on the show. I think that your co-host is so awesome. You're kind of all right, but your co-host is just phenomenal. Just want to say that.
All right. sounds kind of like a broken record at this point, but I'll take it. All right.
No, but seriously, serious note. No, I've always wanted to get
serious voice.
This is my serious voice. But I've always wanted to, when I decided to become an event planner, I always wanted to find a way within the event world to do stuff for charity, do stuff for fundraising, to give back to a community or to something. Like, that's always been a passion of mine, is helping out people that are less fortunate. I mean, I grew up poor. I mean, not dirt poor, but poor. And so I understand it just sucks sometimes. So I really loved when Danielle came to me with this idea of, which was 100% up my alley, of being an event planner and making the things. So making birthdays happen.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I've always wanted to get involved with a nonprofit, and I've always wanted to do volunteering, but it always seems like volunteering, they want you to have like a set schedule and be able to dedicate time all the time to do it. And I've never been able to fully commit to volunteering. So this is why I've always wanted to just do it through events, or in this particular case, through birthdays. So,
yep. And it's actually really funny when I had asked Tia to partner with me, because we've had conversations. So when I thought of this idea, I was like, oh my gosh, Tia's perfect for it. So when we came up with our name, T&D Birthday Treasures, we were thinking T for think tank, or no, T for Tia, D for Danielle. But then we also realized that our companies are Think Tank and Done Classy Events. So I was like, holy crap. It's like we're both Think Tank and Tia first, Danielle, and Done Classy Events, you know, like it's a very even partnership, which is awesome.
Meant to be.
Exactly. It was. And it's so, you have no idea how much fun it is. We've already started setting up the first like boxes. And I mean, we drank mimosas and like we literally had smiles on our faces the entire time because there was just all of this birthday stuff we had already gotten donated without having our launch party. And it was just so much. It was like having a birthday all the time. So
yeah, that's super fun.
So we'll talk about your lunch party coming up in just a few minutes, but I did want to ask this serious question. Why does Tia get to go first with the T&D? Why not D&T?
Wow.
Think tank. I was thinking,
see, we're both.
All right.
So she thought, but now in this way, we're both first. Because it's Think Tank for her or Tia for me. Mm-hmm. And also, I don't know, D&T.
T&D flows better.
T&D flows better. Yeah.
And it kind of just really came up like pretty quickly too. I think we had like a 5-minute conversation about like what we should name it. And all of a sudden Danielle with the most brilliant ideas all the time. She was like, T&D Birthday Treasures. And I was like, what?
Yeah, because all of them get to be in a box. So we have had.
I guess we should talk about the box.
I know.
Yeah, I was getting to it, Tia. Oh, I was going.
Clearly, we're just really excited.
You can tell that she's the co-host because she can't help but keep interjecting.
Take over and start doing it. Well, I'm trying not to interrupt at least. So
fair enough.
You are doing better this round.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what exactly goes in a birthday box?
A list that we can definitely share with people as well. But the birthday treasures, when Tia and I came up with this, we wanted everything to be in a box and it be just simple. Where, you know, with adults and kids, you always want to like find everything, but these boxes are fully set up for anywhere between a party of 6 to 8 people. So something for more, you know, in home, especially right now, it's even better with everything going on to have that home party supplies.
All right, so we have this on our Facebook, so that's where you can find it in case you forget at any time. So we're looking primarily for cake mix, cake frosting, birthday candles, plastic tablecloths, decorations, themed or colored paper plates, themed or colored paper napkins, themed or colored paper cups, streamers, banners, bags of balloons, confetti, and like party hats. So essentially,
basically anything on the dollar, birthday dollar
or Walmart's 97 cents.
Oh, that's true. Walmart, yep.
Or clearance.
And Amazon, what we're also going to be doing is setting up an Amazon wish list where you can purchase boxes and have it donated straight.
Oh, nice.
So there's different things that we're going to do to try to, because our long-term goal for this is for kids and for seniors. So many people are left out or forgotten. A simple thing like a balloon background or a happy birthday just really puts a smile on people's face.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not expensive to donate and participate.
Yeah. I love birthdays, and I love my own especially. I like to celebrate the whole month.
I was going to ask you if you were a birthday month.
I love birthday month. January,
weekend.
In case anyone is wondering, January 18th.
Oh, lovely Capricorn.
Well, if anyone's wondering, when we do talk about our launch party, my birthday is 3 days before that. So I'm actually getting people to donate to that instead of buying me a drink or something like that. Just donate some stuff. And also, too, we are going to set up a way that you can do cash donations, because then we can go out and buy the birthday supplies for it. Our boxes are also donated to us by Dark Door Spirits. So
thank you, Dark Door.
Yes, they have a bunch of white boxes, so they are perfect for our setup.
So we have already donated 10 themed boxes to Dunedin Cares to be dispersed out. Each box on the bottom of the box has the cake flavor, because we know people have either food allergies or a sensitivity, or just don't like chocolate but only like vanilla. So the type of cake is on the bottom of the box, and then the theme. And the last 10 boxes we donated, we had like a dinosaur theme one. We had just plain generic, like the balloons for older kids. We had a mermaid, we had princess, we had sports. So it literally has everything in there, and all you have to do is open it up. And you can keep it a secret too from your kid and throw a surprise party, because it's all in a white box for you.
Yeah, and
perfect.
And we definitely have big plans, like for the long-term goals too. Like we're gonna do like giveaways and like that kind of stuff down the line. But baby steps to it. Even though we're both very excited people, right now we got the boxes going, so we gotta launch that first.
So Dunedin Cares are the ones that collect the birthdays, and then they know when the family comes to pick it up, or do the families let them know when they pick up the food?
Both. They can either let them know ahead of time, or when they come and pick up, they can say, hey, we have a birthday, a boy 5 years old. Someone can go in there and say, hey, I have a Spider-Man box or a dinosaur box. Which one do you want? And they can pick the two. Because of, unfortunately, even when you donate and supply people with a box of free goodies, they still kind of want to like be mine, this is what I want. If I don't get what I want, I don't like it. So I don't want to give people options, because until we're big enough, or if they want to put a request in like they do for Christmas or something down the road, maybe. But for now, I want to keep it simple, and I just want to keep also the gratitude in the whole experience from me and Tia's point of view, from Dunedin Cares point of view, and the participant receiving the box.
So I know that you have some donation bins in local stores around Dunedin.
We do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So right now we have some bins that so we're painting on our like T&D Birthday Treasures on there, and right now we have it at Amelia's Apothecary, at Edinburgh Fringe, and we've got one going out to Cookie Crumbs. So right now those are where we're at. And definitely, if anyone's listening and would like a donation bin, you can email us or message us on Facebook, and we would love to get one in. And we're the ones that will come and collect them from you. Just let us know when they're full.
Yeah. And we also, because T and I just get so excited, we are also at John's Pass. So there will be a bin out there for John's Pass at the Scully's Tiki Bar down there. So you can go in the gift shop, which is an amazing gift shop. And they have a shark boat, which is really cool.
Oh, cool.
If you like shark boats, I do. So yeah, we're definitely willing to partner with as many people that want to help us to help others.
And
that's
also
awesome.
A really cool thing is that Alicia at Amelia's is actually giving away free tea samples for anybody who donates. So
until September 1st.
I think that's so awesome. Until September 1st, which I think is so cool of her to give something out of her own store to help us out. And she was actually the first one to donate stuff. She gave us like 10 boxes of cake.
She actually was the one who supplied our first 10 boxes of cakes. So thank you.
That's amazing.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. So it's always nice too, because this is another part of having this, is just seeing everyone who really does care and just the support that we have in this community.
Yeah. And it's when people support each other, there's always a much bigger outcome for everybody.
Especially when people are happy. Like when people are happier too, like life seems better. I mean, that's my theory.
And what makes people happier than birthdays?
Okay, so
she's about to tell us.
I have a confession.
So birthdays, one of my favorite things about birthdays is people singing happy birthday. But you know those really embarrassing movie moments where you have to like close your eyes because you know it's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
That is literally how I feel though every time. Even when it's not to me, I get like so embarrassed, but I'm like, this is going to be so great. This is going to be so great. Oh my God, cover your eyes. Okay, we're good. Yay!
I think that's more common than you think it is, Danielle. I also get like that. Like office birthdays. I think we've talked about office birthdays before. I get very uncomfortable. I like them, but I'm also uncomfortable because it's like everyone has to sing and then you're on the spot. And even though everyone sings it equally terrible, it's still like, I don't want to do it because I don't want people to hear me.
Yeah. So here's this really evil thing I do because I've been a server. I was a server for so many years, and you know, at restaurants they always want you to go and like, well, everybody to the table, let's sing happy birthday. So now when I go out to restaurants, I purposely make sure people know that it's whoever's birthday it is so that they are forced to come out to sing because I know how much servers hate it. So I like being sang too, but I'm also a Leo.
Tia, I am very disappointed in you then because for my birthday, except for when you got our group together to sing happy birthday, I did not hear happy birthday from servers the entire time. You should have had like a string of happy birthday songs.
Busted.
So you literally saying that you're disappointed in anything that I did for your fucking birthday. I brought birthday hats. I brought her cake with a fucking candle. I got everyone to sing. I brought glow sticks so everyone could wear 80s glow sticks.
The glow sticks were very clever. I liked every part of my birthday.
I am really sad.
Giving you shit.
I hid a piece of cake in my bag for like 3 stops, and she had no idea that it was pretty amazing. There. So
it magically appeared.
Shut your birthday pie hole on being disappointed.
Hey, listen, I will always take a slice of cake that magically appears out of thin air every time over servers disinterestedly singing happy birthday to me. So speaking of birthdays, Tia, yours is coming up soon, and Danielle, yours just passed. So what is a favorite birthday that each of you can remember?
My 10th birthday was always my favorite as a child birthday because it was the only birthday party I ever actually had, and it was a sleepover, and it was super fun. And other than the fact I now have a phobia of porcelain dolls because me and my friends watched the movie Dolls, and now I have to sleep with a blanket tucked under my feet. But it was a lot of fun. Like I had a sleepover, like my mom video recorded it, so we did a fashion show. So it was a nice memory.
All right, so Danielle, tell us about yours.
Reason why Birthday Treasures is so important to me is because my mom, when she was living, always threw us the best birthdays. It didn't matter what was going on. She always made sure we felt special on our birthday. So my favorite birthday was, ironically enough, when I was 10 as well. 10 double digits, big year. My mom invited my whole entire softball team to come over and sleep over. So we had a huge slumber party. My mom rented some of those big, large minivans, and we went toilet papering throughout the night. We stayed up late. We had pizza, but I had 15 girls in my house. So it was a huge, there was just all of us. But the best part was my mom enjoyed it as much as we did. And she had some of the other moms there as well. And she taught my younger sister how to freeze bra and underwear. Yeah. So all of our bras and underwear were frozen when we woke up. Thanks, little sister.
That sounds so refreshing. But you weren't in Florida at the time, right?
No, I was in California. That was awful.
Oh. I was going to say,
but
it still could be refreshing.
So toilet papering houses in California, you can totally get in trouble for. So it was like, we felt like we were like running from the cops the whole entire time. My mom's driving the car and we're like sneaking around. Of course we did some boys' houses too, but it was the first time that I was like, double digits. It really is something like, now I'm a big girl. Like I am awesome. And then my other
breaking the law.
I know, right? And then, but I've had birthday parties at like Chuck E. Cheese when, you know, they were cool and open. I even had a McDonald's birthday party.
With the playpen? Yeah.
Yeah, where they had, well, in California, we had a lot of outdoor playgrounds and everything else. So it was pretty cool. So yeah, every year, my mom, up until I turned 12, I had a big birthday. Mm-hmm. And then the next big birthday my mom gave me was 16 and 18. And she passed right after my 18th birthday. So it was really cool that, you know, birthdays were just something that I always gave my kids that were, you know, I always wanted them to feel special. Like, you get one day of a year where people should be nice to you and make you feel important.
Girl, that's exactly why we're doing this, because 100% I have always said that about birthdays, that it's the one day that you get like that. Like, yes, people could share your birthday, but birthdays it's the only thing one day out of the year that's yours.
It's supposed to be about you.
Yeah, exactly. And no, I mean, every other day is somebody else, so it's just nice.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, it's just, you know, when you have at least that one, and for mental health too, when you have that at least one day a year to look forward to, even when shitty circumstances like right now are going through, you know that your birthday is coming up and it's like, ooh, what am I going to do for myself? Or what is someone going to do for me? I think it's really important to feel and know that everyone is just as important, no matter what financial situation you're in, whatever home life situation, job, career, whatever. Like, we are all people and each one of us are just as important as the others.
So you have a launch party coming up soon. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's kind of switched around due to the whole COVID thing. So we're still definitely having it because we are not rescheduling. But Danielle, you want to tell her the idea that we have now, what we're doing?
Yeah. So originally on Facebook, you'll see that we were going to do it Thirsty Falcon. Not only with this, T and I are both big proponents of supporting our businesses as well, and they are a newer business in the area, but because they are a bar, it's not going to work out currently. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a drive-by birthday drop-off. We will be in the Hob parking lot where the open field is. We'll be in there with tents and tables. I am coordinating a balloon guy to be there, so if you come and donate something with your kids, we will give your kids a balloon art. But yeah, we'll have the bins out front. And as far as donations go, you know, anything that's unopened, appropriate for a birthday party, like a package of napkins, a package of forks, something simple that makes a big difference to every kid.
We'll also be accepting cash donations at that one as well. We have a box. We'll have a box out there. And then we'll have some like envelopes so you can put it in. And we're still doing the superhero theme though. So we're still going to be dressed up in our capes and masks, and we encourage you to dress up as well.
Masks are very appropriate and in vogue nowadays.
Well, I meant eye mask, but yes, that one too.
Yeah, we will have, you know, when you come and drop off, T and I will be in our mask, will be appropriate because we want to protect you all as much as possible. But just because of other things going on doesn't mean people's birthdays just stop, and we still got to kind of work as a community. But also while we're there, you know, if you want to grab a pizza, we will have pizza at Corvo Bianco. They will have their pizza truck up. You know, Hob will be open selling growlers. So if you do want to park and get out, drop something off and go get yourself some dinner to bring home, you're more than welcome to as well. And if not, just come by and see us and get to know us a little bit so you feel more comfortable too on donating to organizations. But yeah, I'm so excited.
It's coming up too.
So close.
What
day and time are we talking about?
We are doing August 15th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the Hub parking lot.
And that's a Saturday, even though
Yep,
I know
it's
you
a
guys
Saturday.
have calendars. But yes.
Yep.
So we're doing
And if you can't make it to the launch party, by all means, you can totally donate to the other local businesses right now as well, because there is a box out there for collections.
And we'll definitely post on Facebook like where the locations are, so everyone will always know where they can drop stuff off at.
Yeah.
And check out your local business while you're there.
Yeah. So T and I actually went for a run this morning, and she knows I love painting rocks and doing the Dunedin Rocks club. So she gave me a huge box of silver rocks, and what we are going to do, I am going to put them out tomorrow and Saturday, because there's literally like 200 rocks. I'm really excited. I'm going to be putting them out throughout the city of Dunedin. So if you take a picture, if you find a rock and take a picture with it and post it on our Facebook page, you will be entered into a raffle for a free birthday treasure box. And you get to pick out your theme as well, or your child's theme. And that is compliments of Think Tank HR and Herman and Wells Law Office. So they are going to donate. So again, if you see a silver rock in town, pick it up, take it with you, take a picture, put it on our website, and I will enter your child or senior, because these boxes are for seniors as well. And we will go ahead and put you in for a raffle for a free theme box.
That's awesome. What a fun idea.
Yeah. And we will too, since this launch party got a little, because we had a whole thing with live music and raffles and other things like that. But we are going to have these quarterly. So there'll be plenty of opportunities to go to our bigger versions of them as well to donate.
Yeah. I mean, because we're part, not only is it a fun thing we're doing, but I mean, we do have an event planner that is a co-founder of this. So party planners know how to party, just saying.
Where can people find more information on T&D Birthday Treasures?
We have a Facebook page right now, so you can find us at T&D Birthday Treasures on Facebook. We also, do we have an email address?
Yes, it's tndbirthdaytreasures@gmail.com.
Yeah, so you can either message us there, message us on Facebook. We'll probably see it faster. And pretty much we're just going off Facebook, but then eventually we'll have a place for like PayPal donations and things like that.
Yeah,
so
we'll have a website and everything else. When we first tried to launch this, it actually was in the middle of, we had some downtime from work, and T and I started brainstorming. So we're still developing. We don't want to get too big ahead of us, because we want to grow with our nonprofit and make sure that it's staying to the same principle and morals of what we want to do. But yeah, we love input. We want feedback. We want to know areas or places we can help, or even if you know a family who maybe is not in, that participates in Dunedin Cares, send us a message. No judgment, no foul over here. And we will absolutely try to accommodate everyone that we possibly can, because it's so important to feel special.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Tia and Danielle, for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us. Oh my gosh, we didn't even mean to say that at the same time. All right. Thank you so much, Tia and Danielle, for being on our show today. It was my pleasure to be able to be interviewed by the famous podcast, Meet Us on Main Street. And I'm sure Danielle feels the exact same way. And just to remind you, our launch party is on August 15th from 5 to 8 at Hob Brewing Company. So definitely stop by, bring some donations. There's going to be food, popsicles. Professor Pops will be there with delicious treats. Corvo will be on site, and it's going to be a good time. Well, let's start off with some of the fun things we got going around town. Stacey, is it you first or me?
It is me. So on August 3rd, our chamber exclusive episode is dropping. We've got the premiere. We haven't done that in a while. We've got our Chamber Chatter episode 1 being released on 8/3. So be sure to check it out.
Oh yeah. And who are we interviewing on that episode?
We will be interviewing the Dunedin Chamber President, Pam Pravitz.
What? We're getting the president up on our show. Hell yeah. We know, we're legit now. We get the president's approval. Oh, G. I don't know how to do G. Oh, there it is. She's always got it. G-O. O-G. There you go. Backwards. This looks like you have a weird claw on your... Anyway. Ooh. In the blooper section, take 5. Okay. All right. And then on August 4th, which is a Tuesday, we have trivia night from 7 to 9 at Cork and Bean. So that should be fun. They have a beautiful outdoor patio to drink some coffee, maybe decaf that late at night. I'm sure they have other stuff, and do some trivia and win some prizes.
They actually have nice little snacks and beer and wine also.
And then on August 8th, there is a Dunedin Summer of Love photo shoot, which is a fundraiser for the Scottish American Society. So that will be over by the Artisan Apartments by our Heart Lock sculpture that we have going on over there. And if you haven't put a lock on there, I have one on, and I would definitely suggest you and your sweetie put one on too. Did you and Dominic put one on yet? Or is he not into that?
No, he thinks it's stupid, but I'm still going to do it. I just haven't found a lock that I want to do yet. I want a special one.
Yeah, we went to the hardware store and bought a lock, but we wrote our initials on it, and we got a video, and we did all, we're corny as fuck anyway.
Yeah, you guys are super romantic.
All right, so what else did you get?
So I also have an event on August 8th, and it is a beach cleanup at the Dunedin Causeway hosted by Salty Soul. So be sure to check that out on the Facebook. August 9th is the second Sunday drum circle at the Hanu.
Bring your drums. Insert drum solo here. And hopefully it will sound better than that. I'm sure it will, so don't worry. And then as always, remember that on our Saturdays until October, we have our summer market, which is in the parking lot next to the History Museum and Blur nightclub. And that's from 9 to 1. And it's got a bunch of different vendors that have handmade, recyclable, or edible, I think are their qualifications to be there. So check it out.
So much for listening, guys. As always, be sure to rate, review, subscribe. Check out all of our various fun items on the internet, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and on the TikTok.
We're everywhere, guys. We're also on the Instagram. So
oh, yeah.
Like us, rate, subscribe.
Interact with us.
Possibly do. Yeah, comment on our stuff. We're actually pretty hilarious if you haven't caught on yet by our hilarity.
Say hello.
Say hello. Drop us a line, as they used to say back in the day. And we
send us a carrier
you.
Pigeon.
Exactly. I will make sure to open up the window this time because the last one didn't make it. All right, goodbye.
Bye, guys.